We are here in Katy, Texas, near Highland Knolls, actually just south of Highland Knolls. And we're videotaping alligators in the areas. I've been tracking this one for 4 days, and this is the first time I've seen him. Now we're shooting this with a Canon G40. We've also got a filter on the front, a UV filter. That's as far as we can zoom in with this. Hello everybody, welcome to Builder by Behind the Scenes. I'm Gil Boyd, and this is Alligators in Katy. My guesstimation, he's probably about 5 feet long, maybe 4 to 5 feet based on what I see. And we started out with G40s on our video switch. Actually, we started out with smaller cameras, and they would be adequate for something like this. But I like the quality of the G40. Now the G40 is no longer available, but current model, same specs. We're shooting 1080, single camera use. This is fine. And even if I were shooting with multi-cameras, I could shoot this with 3 cameras, but based on time and distance and proximity, then you get into issues with syncing the audio. And since we're not seeing any movement or not much sound other than my voice, that too can be fairly easy to do. 2 or 3 ways to sync audio. The old-fashioned way, or with a piece of software that a company has that makes it a little bit easier. It creates the cut list. Otherwise, your clips from camera to camera can be off, and it gets noticeable by about 15 to 20 milliseconds. How I was able to locate this was with our app on the smartphone, nextdoor.com, and I want to thank the folks who have been guiding me to help me find this. My goal is to document these and show them to you. This is what we've got. Now the depth of this ditch, we're probably looking at, I'd say off the top of my head, about 25 to 30 feet deep. We have had storms that have brought these ditches up to that height, but right now, no hurricanes, no floods, we're safe. And yes, I know he can outrun me. He can run as fast as 35 miles per hour. As far as wildlife in the area, in this ditch, a lot of turtles. I've seen 2 types of turtles, the snapping turtles and the turtles people used to have for pets. I see some activity around him. More than likely those are minnows or small fish, but it doesn't seem to faze him. I can't tell if there's any turtle activity around him, but the way he's kind of sitting, I wouldn't be surprised if a tasty morsel pops up if he didn't take advantage of it. So, weather's good out right now. We've got a cloud overcast. I'll tell you later what filter it is we've used. It's more filter than what most people will need, but we have some other videos coming up I'm going to show you that will explain why that particular filter. We like to keep things simple. We can use the same filter on all the cameras for the same reason. This is more than just a UV filter. And I like a piece of high quality glass because it's not just about the glass, but it's also about the material on the ring, because I don't want to have to worry about getting cross threads. I'll give some of those details in the caption for the video. Hope you enjoy this. Usually when I'm out doing this, I'll also have the camera with a strap on it just in case I need to sling it around my neck if I have to separate it from the tripod, so that I know it stays with me. Any kind of camera strap you like will do, but I like that little extra protection. And keep an extra battery with you. You never know. A battery never lasts as long as it says it will. And yes, we use the extended batteries. And the batteries we've had the best luck with are Watson. It's not the only battery we use, but it's the battery we use the most. And I wrap a tape around the back of the batteries, and I date them so I know when I bought them and also where I bought them, so I can keep track of how long they last. Another thing I like about the G40, it works with the remote. Oddly enough, the XA15, they removed that capability. I don't get that. I like being able to use that remote. Now I've changed location. Right now we are at full zoom, and all the audio we're getting is straight off the camera. We have different mics we've used, but for this is adequate. Most camera mics that we put on externally, the subject matter has got to be within 15 feet. Usually 9 feet is the best option, but you get off center and it loses it. So there's something else in the water with that alligator. That must be a turtle. And by the way, if anybody's wondering, we're on autofocus. The last few sightings that were reported told me that he was on the north side of this road, and I've scouted that to the end of the ditch, and I found that kind of hard to believe. I mean, I could see him going there, but this is probably the best stretch of water he's got in the area right now. For him to go north, I mean, there's water under the bridge, but for him to go north, he's limited. The north pool, the other location given, there's a culvert down there that goes to the west, depending on where that culvert goes, which is back into the neighborhood. And based on his size, I would find it difficult to find he going in that area. He could get in there, but unless there's a manhole cover that has a turnaround, he'd have to back out, and I don't see that happening. So here he's got plenty of room to move. The main thing I want you to know is he's here, the size he is, and where he's located. We'll go scout the other locations and find some more, but I think that's a pretty good shot for a video camera. I mean, I don't need to see the whites of his eyes. Close enough, but far enough. Believe me, if he started heading this way, I would start heading the other way. So I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. We'll look forward to seeing you in the next video. We're going to have some more of this, and we've got some technology we're going to be showing pretty soon, and some other things we're working with, like a robotic camera that'll follow me around, and that'll explain why we're using the filters we use. Also, we're going to be looking at some other external mics, something a little bit simpler, less expensive, kind of on the high-end consumer side, but not quite professional, less expensive than a professional mic, but it'll do the job. We need something besides our Shure mic, so that's why we've been looking. We'll share with you on that. So thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Have a great day. By the way, if you'd like to see more of these type of videos, let us know. What we're looking at now is day 6. You can get a better idea of the length, the size. Looks like he's well fed. That part of the bayou that opens up into a lake, there's a larger one back there. So we're going to go scout and see if we can find the big brother.